Why hello everyone, this is Tanuki Tale, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is finally in my hands. I cannot wait to play it, but before I do that, I felt the need to upload this talking about the Video Game Awards of 2018. Starting off with the most shocking thing included in this presentation, I think it was the most shocking to most people, was the reveal that Joker from Persona 5 is going to be a DLC character for Smash Bros. Ultimate. You could say, I never saw it coming. So one of the reasons this is so surprising is that Masahiro Sakurai said on Twitter that all of the DLC fighters were decided by Nintendo itself, and it was not done by a poll or anything like that. And the fact that Joker is now going to be in the game means that Nintendo is willing to put characters in that do not necessarily promote their franchises. So originally, when they said that Nintendo was deciding the characters to be included in the DLC, I assumed that most of the characters were going to be things promoting upcoming Nintendo games or games coming on Nintendo platforms. But Persona 5 has not been on a Nintendo platform yet. So I think this heavily implies that Persona 5 could get a Switch port in the near future. I'm calling that now, but they have included Cloud from Final Fantasy VII in, despite not ever being on a Nintendo system. Although Final Fantasy VII is coming on the Switch now, so I would say Persona 5 definitely is coming as a port now. But yeah, I really cannot predict the rest of the roster at all after that. So far, we have Piranha Plant and an Atlas character in the DLC roster so far, so I cannot predict any of that. Anything is fair game now, which makes me worried about Steve from Minecraft getting into the game. Second of all, the second most enjoyable thing at the VGA, for me at least, was the announcement. It was rumored shortly before today, but the announcement of the Crash Team Racing remake or reboot. It wasn't entirely clear if it was just a graphical upgrade or if it was more of a reboot. But either way, the official announcement of a new Crash racing game gets me so excited. I'm so glad to see Crash Bandicoot back in relevancy because it's been so long. I'm assuming that Crash Insane Trilogy made enough money to prove that there's still a fan base for him. And I think that's why it exists. I don't think that, in fact, I could guarantee that this would not exist if Insane Trilogy did not sell well. So, that's good. Anyways, those were the two highlights for me at least. Now on to a couple of things that strangely were absent from the Video Game Awards. A lot of people, including myself, were expecting some sort of trailer for Metroid Prime 4. And if you know me, that's pretty much my most anticipated game of all time. I can't wait to see more about it, but I'm very glad that they are not rushing it. But Reggie Fils-Aimé was seen in a picture with Jeff Keighley before the Video Game Awards, and he was wearing a Metroid shirt. It was not the shirt he was wearing at the Video Game Awards. He was wearing a Smash Bros. Shirt with Ridley at the actual presentation, but before that, he was wearing a shirt with the Metroid symbol, the screw attack symbol. And so that seemed like a very deliberate hint at showing a Metroid Prime 4 trailer. But anyways, it's not there. Either way, I'm just glad they're not rushing it, and I can't wait to see more about that. Lastly, I was thinking they were going to show off a Bayonetta 3 trailer, because we haven't seen or heard anything about Bayonetta 3 since its announcement trailer at last year's Video Game Awards. Speaking of that, if anyone has not seen the video in which Reggie Fils-Aimé announces Bayonetta 3 after announcing the Bayonetta 1 and 2 ports to the Switch, you have to go see that. It's hilarious. Go find it on YouTube right now. Overall, it was a pretty solid show. I was highly expecting Red Dead Redemption 2 to win Game of the Year, just because it came out more recently than something like God of War. And so, with it being so fresh in people's memories, I was thinking that players would discount the value of God of War just because it's been a while since they've played it. But no, God of the Year, that's what I was thinking of. God of War won Game of the Year award, which I'm happy about because I voted for God of War as my Game of the Year. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is great and all. I haven't played it, but I've watched my brother play it. I'm not really too into the whole hyper-realism thing. That's not really what I look for in games, but I highly appreciate it and I can respect it. But my point is, God of War has everything I would want in a game, and I think it really has everything anybody would want in a game. It has really nice combat. It has really solid combat. It has some exploration. It has some light RPG elements. It has an engaging narrative. It looks amazing. Really, it hits all the notes a video game should hit. Whereas Red Dead Redemption 2 is more so a simulation of sorts. It's really a simulation, a Western simulation. Kind of like Westworld. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought. Like I said, I am going to go play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate now. I can't wait. And you can find me over at Twitch. I live stream every week. The link is in the description, so click on that link and follow me on Twitch, and you can chat with me live while I play some games. So this is Tanuki Tail, and I will see you guys later.